Okay guys, in order for you to remove your housing, you have one bolt right here, you have two bolts right there, 1 and 2, and then you remove your housing, but obviously you have to remove your bumper. On the bottom of the bumper you have one screw. These ones are clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clips, and another screw. You have one here on top, but mine's broken, and you have another clip. You remove all those clips, you remove your bumper, which is just easy to do, and then you remove those 3 bolts, and then you remove the headlight housing. Okay, on this side I already removed the housing, and basically this is already the one with the projector, but as you can see here I have the one that I just opened, and this is my stock one. I'm not gonna use them no more, so that's why I open it, just to show you how to do this. Make sure that you don't place them down, because all this glue is, you're gonna reuse it when you have to put them on the oven to close them again. So basically you just put them on the oven for 7 minutes at 250 degrees. Doesn't have to be that hot. 250 degrees, 7 minutes, and you just remove all the clips like you seen in the last part. It's got all the clips around. You remove them, you pry it with the screwdriver, and everything came off. Okay, next thing that you gotta do, you have one screw down there, right there. You remove that screw because you're gonna remove the reflector. This part of the reflector, you're gonna remove it, so that one has to come out, and then you're gonna put your projector inside the housing. Before you put your projector, what you have to do, and this is what I did in my case. In my case, I grabbed a Dremel and I draw. Oh, it's got a lip in here, and I cut it off. I make it flush. So the only thing, in order for me to have the projector all the way in, I have to cut all this with the Dremel, and this is very soft. I think it's plastic, yeah, kind of like iron, something like that. It's really soft, so you're not gonna have problem to cut it. I put the Dremel and I cut this, and I open it like 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and you can see, if you have a car like mine, you're gonna see that you have a lip in here. So I make a flash. I'm gonna show you in this one. I cut all this lip, I make a flash with the inside. So that's the only thing you have to, the only modification that you have to do to this housing. I cut that, I make a flash, I paint all this area black. I use black plastic dip, and this one I leave it like that. I didn't mess with this one, so I just paint everything black. I put 3 coats, and after I did that, the only thing that I did is that I put my projector. Okay, the projector is going on, and it has to have the cables, because if you choose the same projector that I got, the 2.5 inch Retrofit projector, it's gonna have 2 cables for the high beam, so the cables have to face down. Okay, just make sure that you do that, because that's gonna be your high beam. Cables goes down, you put the projector, make sure that you put your cables, you're gonna put it through here. You're gonna see a hole where this part of the reflector is screwed in. You're gonna see a hole right there. Your cable's gonna came out from there. Okay, and then you put the projector, you tighten them up, and after you tighten them up, what you have to do is you're not over tighten that bulb, because what you have to do after you finish everything, you're not gonna close the headlight. What you're gonna do is just gonna put your projector, put your HID on it, put it back on the car, and then you're gonna aim your light. Remember that the cables has to face down, and then you're gonna put your projector and you're gonna go, and you gotta stay 25 feet away from a wall so you can aim them, make sure that they are straight. And that's basically not really difficult. And after that, after you aim the lights, the projectors, what you're gonna do is tighten them up, because this nut that is coming with the projector is a nut that is a crash. And when you tighten them up all the way, when you already make sure that your headlights are level and the way you want them, you're gonna tighten them up, make sure that you grab the projector from this side, you grab the projector, and from the other side you tighten them up with I did it with these pliers right there, because as you can see, when you put the nut, you don't have a lot of room for your fingers. So I just tighten them up with this hand, and I was holding the projector with the other one so it doesn't move, it stay in the same position. Once you have that, you pull out the cables. Your cables came out. Then you're gonna put 3 screws right here. You have 1, 2, and 3 screws, because this part is the part that is gonna have a metal retainer, and that metal retainer is gonna be holding your HID. So I'm gonna show you that step in a little bit. One thing that I forgot to mention, guys, when you're gonna put your headlights on the oven, you have to remove these plastic guards. You have to remove these tubes right here, this one, that one, and you remove all the screws. There is 1 screw here, 2 and 3 holding the bulb, 1, 2, 3 over here holding the bulb. So you have to remove all those, and then you just put your headlight in the oven for, like I say, 250 degrees for 7 minutes. Okay, guys, in this part, I hope so far everything is clear. You set up, we want to go through everything that I already told you. You set up your projector, put it on, you put it on the car without closing the headlight. Okay, so you're gonna aim your projectors. After you do that, you're gonna put 3 screws right here. You're gonna put the base where your HID is gonna go. So this is an H1 8000K HID kit. It goes inside. Okay, and after that, you got a little clip retainer. The holes, it goes in 2 holes on top, and it clips on the bottom. Okay, that's already secure. So this is your HID. In here you have the high beam, negative and positive. This is the T10 that I told you for the little light over here on the bottom. And on the other side, I'm gonna show you in a bit, I have the other light that is the high beam that I told you that is wireless. Okay, on this side, I'm gonna show you the other light that I have for the turn signals. Turn signals, I haven't seen this conversion in any other car. I have the bulb for the turn signals here, and the inside I have the resistor. You have to put a resistor. You have to put a resistor in this type of kit, LED kit, because if you don't put the resistor, you just connect the headlight, the bulb. It's gonna be flashing really quick, really fast. So when you get the resistor, if you can see right here, the positive, it goes to the green cable, because you can see here you have 3 cables. Positive of the resistor goes to the green, and the other one goes obviously to the black. And you put the resistor inside. I just put it with a zip tie. I hook it up to this metal part from the fender. I hook it up there, and I'm gonna show you in a little bit how those turn signals work. Okay, So to do the installation, like I told you, you have to, after you paint your headlights, you put your projector and you put your HID on it. You're gonna take and put them in the car, aim it, and then you're gonna go back after you're done with you're happy with the result, that the lights are level. What you're gonna do is just gonna pull them back out, take it again to the inside in your house or whatever you have in oven. You're gonna put them again for 7 minutes, 250 degrees, and then you're gonna seal them. There is some places you can find an extra seal, kind of like glue. It's a little strip that they saw. You can get extra if you want. In my case, I just seal the headlight housing the same way. I don't put any extra sealer. The only thing that I did is I put them on the oven, and when I was already happy with the result of the headlights, put them on the oven and close them, and then I do the installation in the car. One thing that you have to make sure, when you have the length here from the housing, if you can see this part right here, this is the old one, right? So depends on whatever key you have, the retrofit projector. If you have something like mine, probably you're gonna have to cut a little section where the housing is gonna go for the projector. Probably you're just gonna have to cut this part right here. Okay, you're just gonna cut a little part in this section right here, so your projector sits straight. Because if you don't cut it, this part right here is gonna be in your way, and the projector is gonna be facing up. That's the second modification you have to do. First one on the length, alright? And like I told you, in this one you just have to trim a little bit in here to make the projector sit flush. When you finish with that, if you can see here, I had the other extra cable. This is for the demonize. Okay, my demonize I connected to the little light, the T10 that I have on the bottom. I connect my demonize right there, and I'm gonna show you why in a little bit.